Hello, Warriors. One day before the PCE, and we're getting a little bit of an idea of kind of confirming my ideas of the euro being the relative strength in the FX complex. Talked about euro pound continuing to act okay, which made cable your preferred short. So just looking at euro today, down 16 compared to cable. Okay, down 36. And bringing up the rear, the short I put out in the room is Aussie. Aussie really looking weak. I think it's going to get to that 64 target that I've been talking about for, I don't know, about 10 years. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, here it is. Looks like we could head there. Maybe it happens tomorrow on the PCE. And even with dollar strength today, the action's not that great. And I want to point out the fact that why I talked about a 103.80 close is because you could have intraday spikes underneath an important close like we had here. And like we had here, we never closed under 103.80. Okay. And if you just went with the intraday action, you'd be short here, or you'd be short here, and the market's here. So the close being very important. I think tomorrow's the day. Should we close under 103.80? That's going to be an important sell signal. Today's high in the Dixie is halfway back from the decline of 105, and it's coming off pretty good. We'll see what happens with the PCE. If it's a hot number, maybe we get another chance at 104.32. But everything that I'm doing right here, if you caught my Real Vision interview yesterday, it was everything's a sell for me. It's a sell on a failing rally. It's a sell if we blow out through 105, which was 61.8 back. That's something, you have to be ready for everything. And on this, the 104, the 105.80 level is what's going to be important. That's going to be 78.6 back on this. So something to pay attention to. But I'm a dollar bear. Today could have been a good sell. But again, know what your relative strength is, which is euro. So euro kind of putting in a spike. Maybe this is it. 108 is important. 107.60 is 61.8 back. I would give it a shot there if the euro sells off to that with stops under the low. In fact, it's possible that the euro doesn't make a new low with the Aussie making a new low, taking out these lows and heading towards 64. So that's really the big story. Yen continues to do nothing. I think it's setting up for a top, and everything's going to come down to what the yields do. Okay, so the 10-year right now is about unchanged, and 420 is the demarcation line. Back under 420, we're going to see yields fall. But if we get a real hot number, maybe we get a 3 drive to a top formation. Here's 1, here's 2, and this could be 3 if we make a new high on a hot PCE number. If it's a benign number, maybe we get this breakdown. This is part of the scenario of lower yields coming. TLT has not yet gotten to the 61.8 level. That's going to come in a bit lower. There's your daily. So 91.39, we haven't even got halfway back. I think that's a possibility. And worst case, I think, is the 89 level down here. So if we get a spike in rates and the dollar can't take out 105, that's going to be a big market tell to me. Everyone with me? All right. And I just want to cover the Dow. I showed the Dow with Mike yesterday. and showed it, I believe, on Monday, this rising wedge. Some might call it an ending diagonal that we're following through. And I believe this is going to be a correction, at least back down to the bottom of the wedge. I talked about Microsoft putting in potentially a right shoulder, or even if it rallies, it's not going to confirm up there. S&Ps are down 18. We start taking out this level here, important support comes in right here around 50.40. Also have a moving average at 50.40. So that's a line in the sand for the bulls. Right now, it looks like, is it just consolidating before another blast? Or are we going to take out 50.40? That's going to open the door for lower numbers. So the PCE is really the red number of the week. The key is $1 always because it's about capital flows and where they're going. And right now, I believe that the euro has a good chance that this was the bottom here at the 107 level, which is something I called a month ago to the number. And we'll see what happens on a strong, hot PCE. I think we're going to be, I'm going to take a shot at being a buyer, be wrong under the lows because we take out 107. We could trade down to 105.80. That would take the Dixie back towards this 104, 105.80 is where it would take it. It would take out the 105 lows. But I'm thinking that this is the high. And now we're just correcting this recent decline from 105 and that we're not going to take that out. If we do, there's going to be another sale at 105.80. And remember, it's going to confirm the top with closes under 103.80. So gold is trying to bounce here today. Pretty frustrating for both bulls and bears. I still think that there's a break coming in gold. Silver looks even more vulnerable. That I still believe that we'll see the 21 handle. I have some return lines that are coming in there right around here, 21.30. We'll see what gold does. During this phase, the gold-silver ratio looks like it wants to challenge the highs up here. So silver continues to be the weakness. The miners are getting very close to levels that I've been talking about for quite some time. They're lower again today, even with gold up, surprisingly, right? Not surprisingly. And remember this level that I've been talking about in the GDX since here. So we're almost there. So I have 78.6 at 24.5 and the triangle line and a little bit of a wedge line right around the 24.5. That's about another 8-10% from here. So we'll see what happens down there. We're getting, some new trading lows in BTG. I have some wedge support down here around the 220 level. And in silver, AG really still holding up pretty good comparatively to most of the other silver shares that I watch. Here you go. So not making a new low. It could, and this would be a candidate to buy on a new low. So here's EK grinding, new lows coming. Fortuna, new lows coming. So we're approaching the capitulation phase. I had a feeling it would happen in March. Maybe it's going to happen. WD pays a lot of attention to the change of seasons, and I believe March 20th is the date for the vernal equinox, the spring equinox, and I expect the miners to complete and bottom into that time frame. So that's really the look. Gold could rally with a strong dollar, but silver needs a weak dollar to have a bull market. And I think we're on the precipice of that happening with once we get closes back under this 103.80 level. It's just a question of, does the dollar have one more push above 105 105 highs that we had here, and here's your 78.6 level at 105.98. So that would be up here. That's looking less likely to me, especially once yields 10 years start trading under 420. So be alert. I would use dollar strength as a selling opportunity, euro weakness as a buying opportunity. And should we get down toward 64 in the Aussie, which is only 90 pips away, I'd be looking to take a stab in the Aussie there as well. And I do think that we're going to have some risk off. Even Nvidia is lower today, not saying that's the short. And we're getting a little bit of a rally. Well, we had a rally going in Apple, but it held the 180 level. Do you guys know what was the reason was behind the rally? So people bought Apple yesterday because they've thrown in the towel on a 10-year project to build a car, an EV. And that was celebrated by the market that they're getting out of a 10-year loser. Still think that we're going to break down in this Apple, and we're going to trade 160 down the line. So I'll see you in the room. Just one more reminder, tomorrow at 1 p.m., one of my favorite people to talk to and have a conversation with, the author of the Market Wizards series, Jack Schwager, is going to be with us. You could catch it live, or there'll be a recording of it on TradeGATEHub.com. Good hunting, stay alert, and I hope that I've given you an edge in the FX market over the course of time you've been following me. Give me a thumbs up if I've helped you. And comments are always welcome. See you in the room. Don't just count your pips, count your blessings. Adios.